Light mainly behaves as a wave. But just like it was pointed out in the last video, it is a type of energy known as the electromagnetic radiation, and it is made of photons. Photons carries a fixed amount of energy but have no rest mass. Until the year 1900, which marks the beginning of modern physics, scientists only understood electromagnetic radiation as waves. Then, Max Planck and other scientists were studying photoelectric effect. So, they discovered that when light is incidented on metals, electrons are ejected from their surfaces. This is basically because metals generally have some electron that are loosely bonded to their atom, which is why they conduct electricity. So, when light is incidented on them, it relinquishes its energy and the electrons are ejected from the surface of the metal. It was also expected that as a result of the increase in brightness and intensity of the light incidented on the metal, the speed of the ejected electrons are to increase, but instead of that, the number of ejected electron increases. They also discovered that increasing the frequency of light, which brings about the changing of the color of light from red to orange, yellow, green, blue and down to violet. Frequencies higher than of violet are not visible, and they are ultraviolet and X-rays. Frequencies lower than red are also not visible, they are the infrared radiation. So, increasing the frequency/energy of the light brings about the increase in the speed of the ejected electron, as some energy is used to liberate the electron from the surface of the metal, and the remaining is used to move away from the surface of the metal. Which means if we keep reducing the frequency of the light, it will get to a point when the speed of the electron will be zero and they won't be able to leave the surface of the metal. The scientists at that time were unable to provide any meaningful explanation for what they've discovered until the German theoretical physicist Albert Einstein came and explained everything, and for that, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in the year 1921. He explained that a light beam should actually be thought of as a stream of tiny packets or tiny particles, which were later named photons by the chemist Gilbert Lewis. Einstein used this idea to explain photoelectric effect. He said that an electron is liberated from the surface of the metal when a sufficiently energetic photon hits it. He then followed Planck's lead that the energy of each photon is proportional to the frequency of the wave, which is mathematically expressed as E equals hf, with Planck's constant being the constant of proportionality. Einstein's idea can be explained by the equation hf equals W plus 1/2 mv squared, where hf represents the total energy contained in a single photon. W, which is called the work function, is the part of the energy that is used to liberate the electron from the atom and away from the surface of the metal. 1/2 mv squared is the kinetic energy with which the electron moves away from the surface of the metal. W, which is the work function, differs from metal to metal. It can be expressed mathematically as W equals hf naught. F naught is called the threshold frequency. It is the frequency of light which, falling on the surface, is sufficient to liberate the electron without giving it any additional kinetic energy. Please, like, comment, and most importantly subscribe for more. Also follow us on Instagram, link is in the description below. Thanks for all your supports, and see you in the next video.